I am unfiltered. My first experience of makeup was downstairs at Kaufman Studios, and a fantastic makeup artist was doing Felicia Rashad's makeup, and she did the most beautiful crease, and it smelled good in there. And for myself, it was through Adam Christopher, and he gave me a lipstick called Sheer Plum from MAC, and it was deep dark color, so I thought I was being an adult, but when you put it on, it was just a sheer blush, and I was like, I need my Sheer Plum, I gotta do it, and I was hooked ever since. My parents told me that before I got into the industry, my mom used to push me around in a stroller, and people thought I was a doll. They didn't know I was human. And so that's why they put me into modeling in the first place. That's the story that I was told. I had two different childhoods. I had a celebrity childhood, and I had a normal childhood without celebrity. And the childhood where I went to middle school, and there were no cameras or people following me, was very interesting. I did not have a group. I was made to feel kind of like an amoeba a little bit. And then my other life, when I was growing up, literally at the same time on the weekends I would be on tour with NSYNC, or I would be doing a television show for 6 months of the year. That one was where I felt most comfortable. This is fun. It's so small, but I like it. There was a section in my life where all I knew is how to recite words that other people wrote in the emotion that I thought I was supposed to have.
I was Symone. You know, like a bird? I-A-V-E-N-S-Y-M-O-N-E.
That was my only part of my life that I thought that I should be doing, and I felt like that was very limiting, and that's not fair to me. I did not want to do and be in the industry. I had it at 15 years old, right before That's So Raven happened. Actually, the pilot had already happened. I was like, ugh. And then another one when I turned 23. And I said, bye, and left. Bye. Y'all didn't even miss me. See, I was gone for like 3 years. Y'all didn't miss me. Yeah. When the Cosby Show was fizzling to an end, my father needed to plan what else my career entailed, and he wanted to make sure that people knew my name. And so I was the youngest person to sign with MCA Records at that time. I did a rap album. Missy Elliott wrote my single called That's What Little Girls Are Made Of. I was in the studio, respectable for a 7-year-old, hours of the night. I learned a lot about music and myself, and then I went on tour. My parents also, they said you needed something to fall back on, so if you're not acting or you're not doing this, what can you do to, stay out there and continue to pay bills?
This is what little girls are made of.
Let's go. Save your eyelashes. It's my faves. Stick them on your mirror. Why do I have a pair of lashes on my dashboard in my car? I consider the role that changed my life to be Olivia. I consider the role to show me what my life is. That's So Raven. And That's So Raven made me understand how other people look at me. I say it, and I used to say it a lot more, but I know who I am. I don't believe in who I am. You always get that person like, you better know who I am. Calm down, bro. You poop on the toilet just like me. Calm down, okay? And this one made me feel like, oh, I've been in this industry for a really long time, even though this is just my normal life. You guys see me differently. So that's what That's So Raven did for me.
Go Cheetahs! Go Toto! Win the talent show, we going straight to the top.
They love the Cheetah Girls. My mom loves the Cheetah Girls, and that's very rare.
When I was just a little girl, my mama used to put me into bed. She'd read me a story.
Y'all want some tea? Let's see, the first one I did, I was 15, 16. And then the last one, I wasn't even drinking yet, so I was not 21. It's a journey being in a group after being a solo artist. It's a journey. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about other people. No matter how fabulous you think you are, you need help, and being able to be in a group after being solo on stage for so long, I was able to relinquish that and let somebody else shine. And for life, growing up, that's really important because you learn how to ask for help. That's what I learned. Sorry it wasn't a cheetah insight. What happens between sisters stays between sisters. You're welcome. Because you know I got my eyebrows done, so now they stay on when I wipe them off. Growing up in the world, let alone in the industry of entertainment and smoke and mirrors, definitely affected the way that I looked at myself. And so I eat, and so I work out, and then I'm on this diet, and then you're not on this diet, and then this is what they sell, and then those clothes don't fit, and then they do. Whoo, girl. How does it feel to be a girl for you? You know, whether I was in the industry or not, it's always going to be a, do I follow the trends of society, or do I follow the trends that my own self wants to be? Do we ever find a happy medium? Maybe. Like, yes, I am a lesbian, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to hold the same stereotypes of what that word means to you or what you were taught it meant. It means something different to me. And I know you have to understand history so you don't repeat it, but that doesn't really happen in our world because we still repeat history of hating other cultures over and over again. So the thing about The View and why I said I wanted to do it in the first place was because everyone that I had grown up with had to make their transition to adulthood. And I felt like I still haven't made it. But my version of doing it, I wanted it to be about my mind, and I wanted it to be about my opinions instead of a different kind of way of doing it, of becoming an adult in other people's eyes. And that was mine. There was a point after I finished the industry and took my long break where I would have a conversation with people and then leave the room when I made a joke, because that's what I did on television. Aren't we having such fun? You guys, it's a long story. I had to get over these programs in my own body because I'm the little girl that entertained you since she was 3. So, and I don't give my opinion. I give other people's opinions that are in writing, and I do this and I do that. So, that's what The View was for me, to make sure that I knew that I had a brain as well, and that I'm an adult now. Okay. Can I also say that I've always wanted to do a Neutrogena commercial and never could? How do they not move their face when they do? Just did that work? No, it didn't work.
If you got the best roommate, say whoop whoop. If you accidentally set the toaster on fire. Toaster, did you kill my toaster? Woo woo.
I wanted to revisit Raven Baxter because she was the most fun character I've ever played in my life. It was a black girl who had the fashion sense to the 9, knew exactly what she wanted, slaughtered the game in everything she wanted to, but also had her faults, and had the most awesome power in the world. And what does this girl look like and act like with 2 kids? That's awesome. Of course, I wanted to go back to her. I was asked to direct an episode of That's So Raven back in the day, and I had a lot on my plate at the time, and I said no because it was a lot. And so coming around again, working with the same network, the question got asked, and my mother, my people at the time, and all of my crew pretty much set me down and said if I didn't, they would hit me. Pretty much said, get your life in order. You need to. You are a black female who understands this genre. I love it, and I would love to be a director for the rest of my life. And hope for that call for next season. And I used to wear green contacts on That's So Raven. They were not my eyes. Clean enough, right? This is my hair. And I've had weaves my entire life. I've had braids, my real hair, I've had color, but I'm always changing. If you notice, I never look the same in any of my pictures. But I think you might see me in this for a while because I really like it and it feels like me. I do feel like hair is the way that I express myself through beauty. I do. I see 2 types of beauty. I see curated beauty, and then I see natural beauty. And Aesthetically, that's curated. It's perfectly manicured, eyebrows on fleek, cheekbones, baked for the gods. That's another kind of beauty, you know? Beauty's a lot more than just on face or, you know, through a bottle. I feel the most beautiful when my partner tells me I am. A woman can be so many things wrapped into one basket. A woman can be stripped bare, metaphorically, and be the most brightest light in the world. It can be complicated, it can be uncomplicated, it can be crafty, it cannot be crafty, it can be life-giving, it cannot be life-giving. A woman is a complicated structure on earth, and I don't know if I'm fully there yet. I would consider myself a female. There's so many ways that the word woman can sit, and its stereotypes can sit, that it's hard for me to tell you.